What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a new video. So today in Fish is pretty much a fishy rod I want to check out that became really good very recently, and that fishy was going to be the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. I can't believe they actually buffed it. If you come to the wiki, it pretty much has a whole different passive. So after 3 perfect catches, after the next catch, a Megalodon will catch a high rarity fish with title, and I'm going to assume the title mutation is something new for it, because when it first came out, I'm pretty sure it didn't have this. And after you catch the title mutation, it boosts the weight by 25 to 50%, which is really nice. So that means as of right now, this fishy rod could be a really good money rod. And for the second passive, 25% chance for the title mutation. And to be fair, it is a 7 times multiplier, so it isn't that bad. Now besides that, there is one more thing I want to show you guys. So as you guys know, right now in the Fish, there is an event going on that gives you some big crates. And in the big crate, you could get the cranberry cluster. It's a really good one. If you look at the ability, 20% chance for the gravy mutation at an 8 times multiplier, which is actually pretty crazy. And on top of that, you get a plus 25% progress speed boost, which makes it even better. But the fact you get an 8 times multiplier is actually amazing, which means you could put it on a 8 rod if you really wanted to. But going back to the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, most likely I'm going to put Rage on it. If you look at the passive, it doesn't have the stabbing effect, which is really important for making money, especially if you go to Sunstone Island or the Mine Shaft. But I'm not going to lie, there's a chance we might not get Rage. Hopefully I get it. I do have 5 relics left over, but I'm going to be honest, getting Rage would be kind of difficult. I don't really have that many twisted relics, so it might be kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hey, look, I got Greed. Please, let me get Rage. No, we got 2 more relics left, please. Oh man, 1 more. And let's see, did we get it? Oh, we didn't get it. Okay, so since I don't have any more twisted relics, I'm gonna get the piercing enchantment instead. So that means for a combination, I'm gonna use piercing and tryhard because I think it's a really decent combination. But I mean, realistically, you really want to get Rage because it's a little bit better. But to be honest, as of right now, I don't know if Sea Prince is better than tryhard, but I think tryhard is a little bit better. But I think now I'm gonna go to the Mine Shaft to see how much money I could make with this fishy rod, because I think it could be a lot. With this fishy rod, if I make $10 million an hour, it could be a top 3 fishy rod in the game as of right now. So after I finish this test, I'll be right back. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this might be the best fishy rod in the game right now, even better than the Ruinous Oath rod. So on average with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang at the Mine Shaft, I made $15.72 million an hour. I can't believe it. And you know what makes it even better? If I had the Rage enchantment, I might have made over $16 million very easily. I'm not even joking right now, that passive does carry you, because every single time you trigger the passive, you're gonna get a big title radiant crystal every single time. I can't believe this fishy rod is really good now. I'm probably gonna use it every single day for money because right now it's pretty broken. But you see, I'm here thinking maybe with the Greed enchantment, I might make a little bit more money. As you guys saw me earlier, I ran out of twisted relics, so I can't get the Rage enchantment at the moment. But if you guys have enough twisted relics for the Rage enchantment, make sure you get it, because it will make a massive difference when catching fish. The more fish you catch per hour, the more money you make. But as you can see right now with the piercing enchantment, I made $15.7 million an hour. But also keep in mind with this fishy rod, you have a progress speed boost, and on top of that, I did have tryhard and piercing. So with the tryhard enchantment gives you 30%, with the piercing 15%, so it does stack up together. And I'm pretty sure the legendary at the Mine Shaft is a plus 106 progress speed. Yeah, I have no idea how you make that much money, but it's kind of crazy. And I just can't believe every time you trigger the passive, you're gonna get a really big fish out of it. And in the Mine Shaft, the radiant crystal is the highest rarity, so you're gonna get it every single time. And I believe on average, it sells for like $100,000, so it's pretty good. Between 80 to 100,000 to be exact. Ooh, look at the narwhal. Let's see if we could catch it. I highly doubt it though. So the only issue with this fishy rod, the luck is pretty low, but you could use a good bait with it. Like for example, in that test, I was using pumpkin pieces. Matter of fact, I can show you right now with pumpkin pieces is a really good bait. It's pretty much an inferior luminous larva. It gives you a universal luck of 150% with 50% resilience. But I'm gonna be honest, if you have a stabbing effect on this fishy rod, you want to use candy corn. And I'm pretty sure if I use candy corn, I would have made more money, because with candy corn, it's gonna speed up the progress speed. Look at this. Because with candy corn, it's gonna trigger the stabbing effect way more. Look at that. So yeah, it definitely triggers way more often. You should use it when making money. But yeah, this fishy rod, I just can't believe it's really good now. It's pretty much in the meta for making money. And also at the same time, it's so easy to catch fish with it. I guess the only bad thing about it, you don't have insta lure, but it's really not that big of a deal. As you can see right here, you gotta shake the fishy rod at least 2 times, maybe 3 times. Oh, we just got the narwhal. No way. We got it with this fishy rod. Is kind of crazy. Is it gonna be big? I think it is. Oh, we got the title mutation on it. Oh, we got another one. The Mega's got a second one. We got a big title narwhal. Oh my. Let me see this. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of cool. Wait, let me put it in my personal aquarium. I don't think it's gonna be worth that much. Let's see. It's gonna be worth $20,000. Ooh, that's not that bad. But yeah, like I was saying, this might be my main fish rod for the future. I'm not gonna lie. And because I do have candy corn, it does give me instant lure. I'm pretty sure with candy corn, you get a plus 80% lure speed. So as of right now, I'm just missing the Rage enchantment. I'm good to go. But if you have enough twisted relics, make sure you use them. And to be honest, let me go to the wiki real quick. So on the wiki, to get the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, it's pretty easy. So you need level 700 with the ingredients Meg Fang 2 of them, Meg Spine 2 of them, then Lunar Thread. And for some reason it cost $0. I'm pretty sure I had a price before, but I'm gonna assume they removed it for like whatever reason. If you guys know if it cost money before, let me know down below in the comments, because as of right now, I don't remember. But like I said before, every single time you trigger the Meg, you're gonna get the big version of it with the title mutation. But I have a feeling in the future they might nerf the title mutation just a little bit. But even if they bring it down to 6 or 6.5, you're still gonna make a lot of money. You're still gonna make over $12 million an hour. But I think as of right now, getting this fishy rod is still very easy. Like I'm pretty sure I got it really early on in Fish, or whenever the Ancient Archives came out, I got it really fast. Now before I go, I'm gonna do one more test with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang because there's something I want to know. So as you guys know, with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang passive, when you get 3 perfect catches, you're gonna get a high rarity fish, right? So if we go to Sunstone Island and we catch the Volt fish, as you guys know, it's a mythical fish, you're gonna be getting a Tataruga. And it's pretty simple. Catch 3 fish in a row with perfect catch and then drop every single fish until you get a mythical or exotic. Because if you get a mythical or exotic, it's gonna give you an exotic fish right back. And to make things even better with the passive, is gonna make it a big title version. Now for the Sunstone Island test, I did change my bait to the Gobstopper bait for more luck and resilience. And at the same time, keep in mind with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, you do have to get perfect catch almost every single time. If you fish in the mine shaft, you do not have to drop any fish, but anywhere else you do. Because for example, at Sunstone Island, if you catch a legendary fish, it's gonna give you a mythical fish with the passive, and you don't want that. But there is one thing I've been thinking about. I have a really good feeling using the green enchantment is gonna be a little bit better at the mine shaft for money. Because in the mine shaft, everything you catch is a really high progress speed minus the radiant crystal, but that's fine. So yeah, like I was saying, in general, catching everything is really fast. Getting perfect catch should be pretty easy regardless of what enchantments you have. But for some reason, I think with the green and triad enchantment, you might make at least maybe like $17-18 million an hour. Because with the green enchantment, it's gonna make everything big regardless of what you catch. But you see, now I'm starting to wonder, is the green enchantment gonna stack with the passive on the Rod of the Forgotten Fang? And I think it will. For a very long time in Fish, if the fish had a passive for a weight buff, it would always stack with the Sea Overlord. So if they do stack together, I have a feeling you're gonna make way more money. But then again, with the Rage enchantment, you catch fish really fast, so I don't know. But it's safe to say the Rod of the Forgotten Fang is definitely a top 3 money rod in the game right now. I mean, the only fishy rod that can make more money is gonna be the Ruinous Oath rod, and even then, I don't even think it could do it. With both fishy rods, you have to get perfect catch every single time to make it worth it, so there's that. But the only difference, the fail rate on the Ruinous Oath rod is definitely way higher. Because if you fail just a little bit, it's gonna reset the entire bar, and pretty much the fish is not gonna get the massive mutation. But on the other hand, with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, is definitely way easier to catch fish. With the Ruinous Oath rod for enchantments, most likely you have the Greed, Sea Overlord, and Sea Prince, right? On the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, you could use Rage and also the Tryhard enchantment. And with those enchantments, it's gonna increase your progress speed by a mile. So therefore, definitely easier to catch with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, so I think I'm gonna go with that for the future. But then again, if they do nerf it, the Ruinous Oath rod is gonna be the best once again. And also, one more thing before I go. I think if I get enough Twisted Relics, I'm gonna do a fishy rod comparison between Ruinous Oath rod and the Rod of Forgotten Fang. Because I think it's really cool both fishy rods are in the meta right now, because in the past they really weren't. Like for example, the Rod of Forgotten Fang has not been in the meta since the release of it. It was in the meta for like maybe like a month, and then it fell off ever since. Like the last time I used the Rod of Forgotten Fang is when the Cryogenic Canal was the best money spot in the game, and that was very long time ago. Whenever the Northern Expedition came out is when I was using it a lot. I believe that it came out before the Grand Reef, something like that. But I think for the most part, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you guys think about this fish rod and if you're gonna get it or if you have it already. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.